time, and it's been a battle, but the creek's been polluted for years.
It's a new chapter in a News 4 investigation we've been following for months. Throughout the evening, residents living along the polluted 18-Mile Creek have been learning more about Phase 1 of the EPA's cleanup and buyout plan. The Lockport waterway is dredging up memories of Love Canal since it was revealed it's contaminated with cancer-causing chemicals. News 4's Ed Dranch attended tonight's meeting. He's live with the very latest now. Ed?
Don, at tonight's public hearing, neighbors around 18-Mile Creek got some good news as it relates to the cleanup. But during this EPA presentation, it became clear to these same neighbors there is still a lot of work to be done. Remedial work has already started along Water Street in Lockport. Contaminated soil is being capped with 6 inches of clean topsoil right near Holly Lee's home.
When it rains really hard down there. The top of the sewage filter came off, and it spilled raw sewage all over, and it was like this thick on the floor. It was deplorable.
Lee is one of 6 neighbors being moved by the federal government away from 18-Mile Creek. She and her family have lived here for decades.
My stepfather just passed in March. He was riddled with tumors and kidney cancer.
And so you think 18-Mile Creek is to blame?
I believe it has a lot to do with that.
18-Mile Creek is contaminated with hazardous waste and heavy metals, among other pollutants. Shirley Nicholas has been leading efforts to clean up the creek and the surrounding neighborhood.
All we know is that with all this contamination in Lower Town and in the city of Lockport, there's a higher than usual cancer rate and some of the other things that are caused, diseases that are caused by contamination.
According to this report, soil studies done by the EPA show there is an unacceptable risk to human health here on Water Street.
But it is something that certainly deserves attention and concern.
Tom Tacone is the EPA's remedial project manager. He spoke at this public meeting and explained future work will be done in phases, moving neighbors, demolishing homes, and excavating at a cost of $3 million.
The problem with the home is the contaminated soil. We're digging that out and putting clean backfill.
But no one has said when affected neighbors will be moved or how much money they'll receive to move elsewhere. But the EPA says tonight their plan is effective both for the short term and for the long term. They're taking public comment about their proposed plan until August 26th. We're live in Lockport tonight. Ed Dranch for the 10 o'clock news.